Now let's see what PlayStation has to offer us. Aside from no games. And hold on. What did that say? This program contains mature content that may not be suitable for all audiences. That means that we can watch someone's head get exploded in violent, gory messes, as long as someone doesn't say a bad word. That's what that means. Footage featured contains a mix of gameplay and in-game cinematics, so just cinematics. Final game content subject to change, which means nothing's changing. All footage captured on the PS5 console or PS5 developer kit unless otherwise noted. So it's all on the dev kit, and by the time it gets to the PS5, no one gives a fuck about it. Okay, that's normal. That was a subtle hint to PlayStation and the company being better at hiding small children in their offices than anyone else, and that's why they haven't been caught yet. So this is just Fall Guys. Or do I have that wrong? This just looks like blue Fall Guys. Yeah, maybe, you know what, you're right, Iconic. It's actually closer to Mario. This game's a psyop. This game's a psyop to get you to like bots. Guys, I love bots. That's why you shouldn't ban them from your platform. Bots are awesome, guys. This is how the psyop starts. It's right here. Subtly, they get the idea in your head that bots are okay. And then they show up in all your comments. And then they okay, so they stole these ideas straight from, like, this is the most unoriginal shit I've seen. This is so impressive. Imagine being a multi-billion-dollar company and being so creatively bankrupt that instead of making anything new or interesting, you just shit out ideas from other places. At least when Palworld did this shit, they fucking made a video game where they took the formula further by making us eat and butcher cute little animals. Whereas this is just the same shit repurposed.
Listen to me, burnt one. If you're intending to walk the midnight walk, you better be sure to keep your spark safe and burning.
While I was in the black, I had a dream. There was a monster in the woods.
And on you go, like a moth into the burning light.
I'll give it this. This does look unique. The art style of this does look unique. I'm in this like weird spot where I don't know if I'm impressed, because it's like it's Sony, and so Sony not doing something fucked up is impressive. Like Sony breathing without fucking something up is impressive, or whether this is actually impressive, I can't tell. Muted for copyright. Hey, look at that. They're getting copyright striked. Good. Thank you, GameSpot, for doing these things for me. Impressive. They knew exactly when they were going to get fucked. Impressive. When did they show Concord 2? This is Concord 2. Didn't you not realize this whole stream is Concord 2? It's very I loved Nightmare Before Christmas as a child. It does. It does give me that vibe. Big Dick Man. Okay. You know, I'm impressed by these kinds of games where the artistic style is like, hold on, Concord 2, but
Have
it's
you
half
heard of Dustborn?
Yeah. Yeah, I have. No comment. Concord 2, but it's half the heroes and twice the shitty banter. Yeah, probably. So, I'm always really impressed by these art styles in games like this, because it's such a unique way of, like, the artist and the people making these video games to express the trauma of being touched by their uncle at the family barbecue. Like, it's always impressive that they're able to take the trauma of knowing that their first sexual experience was with their uncle, and they've managed to, like, turn it into art. Really fucked up art, but art. Also, I don't know why I paused when there's no music. That might actually be good. That might actually be a good game. I love how it's entirely muted, though.
I don't remember when it happened.
Good catch, Iconic. I didn't see that.
I remember how I felt.
Ah, here we go. Sexual abuse. Again.
Father told us to hide when they came to our house. Then they took him away. Mother said I couldn't play outside anymore. Everyone had fled. She said the country was sick, but we would be okay. Mother always said monsters didn't exist. I thought they lived under my bed. We were both wrong. They lived inside our heads.
Oh shit! Man, it's nice to see that after the whole drama and the faking of his death, that Jeffrey Epstein's still getting work. I never expected him to make the transition into video games, but he seems to be doing quite well. I can't quite put my finger on it, but something about this feels incredibly generic. Sure, the graphics are good. They didn't use some cringe rap song. The combat seemed so cut and sliced together that it seemed like cheap Dark Souls in some senses. But something feels very, very generic, and I'm not sure what it is. That I don't know what it is. Something feels very generic. It feels like some kind of weird mix of Death Stranding with some edgy, ooh, look, a spooky, wacky guy with no face. I think this game would have done very well if it was launched in the 1990s, but I'm not quite sure about now. Let's see what the next one is.
My story is a tale of rules rewritten by nuclear fire.
Oh, hey, Serdar!
Is this a Metro game?
Have you seen Yana?
Something happened.
She's in no state to be wandering out in the metro
Is this
alone.
Metro?
I need to go after her.
Oh shit, that's Metro!
Arranged in some sort of ritual.
It's VR, isn't it? It's a VR Metro game. Oh my god. Okay, that's got me a little bit hyped. Then maybe that's worth it. Maybe that's actually worth it. I would be so fucking hyped for a good Metro game. Like a good VR Metro game might actually make me go out of my way to go into the fancier areas of my country and steal someone's VR kit just so I could play this.
Please, just
Oh,
let
holy
Yana
shit,
be
I would
alright.
love to play that.
What is that?
Oh, please be good. Please be fucking good. Please be a good VR game, not one of those shitty ones. Oh my god. Oh, okay, maybe this would be worth
Keep
it.
hearing other voices on the radio.
You said there were people there.
I'm not sure who I have to sexually molest to get a PlayStation, but I'm not buying one, so I gotta find like a port or an emulator or something. But this might be good.
Did you not hear any of that? Yana, is that you? I'm seeing things. Hearing things. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Sometimes we need to become the thing we
Oh
fear.
fuck, the mental fuckery would be so good in AI. I mean, in VR. AI mental fuckery is already happening. Oh my god, if this is done well, this might set a new standard for VR. VR might actually start becoming a thing if this is actually a good game. I would love that.
To prevent something worse.
Sell that weed being right. Devilous. If I cannot get arrested doing it, I will.
So, how did it feel to learn the truth about the night sky tragedy?
Okay. Before this game that looks like rip-off Witcher, Metro Awakening VR, if it's good, I fucking hope it sets a new standard for VR. I hope it does, because all that expensive gear and shit has led to the most chunky, shitty games imaginable. The only one I can actually think of that anyone remembers is probably Shopping Cart Simulator and Half-Life Alyx.
Long ago, you humans slaughtered each other until the whole world lay in ruins. And yet, you have been...
Those dodges seemed like pre-programmed events where the dodges are linked to actions that you do, as opposed to more natural fluid combat, which means this is going to be one of those reaction games. I don't know if this will be good or not.
been granted another chance in Auroria. It must be the will of your beloved mother goddess. However, I still have no trust in your kind.
Hold on. There was a note there. Online multiplayer requires PS Plus. PS Plus is an ongoing subscription with recurring fees until cancelled. So, we need to fuck you out of as much money as possible if you want to play with your friends. This seems like it's online multiplayer. Semi-MMO, kind of. Maybe. Trying to bite off of Monster Hunter World. I'd be interested to see. I don't know what the verdict on this would be. This might be really good. It might be really bad. It seems, based on these scenes, I'm seeing a lot of gameplay scenes, which means that they're not afraid to put their cock on the table and measure it against other games, which is very nice to see, because all the other stuff before this was a lot of cinematics. This might be a really good game. Online for consoles has been pay to play on all consoles for over 10 years. Yeah, that's not surprising. Yeah, I know about that. Never had a PS subscription. Never in my life. But, I mean, this is Sony we're talking about. It's not surprising that they do that.
Prove yourself. If you survive this trial,
Archage. It's fucking Archage. And I can't believe I'm saying this. Archage might be good. A new fucking Archage. And it's on console. Oh my god.
perhaps you might become one of us.
I'm that game, just to try it out, I might need to steal someone's PlayStation. Yeah, case in point, Overwatch. Oh, Palworld, fuck yeah! Oh my god, it's coming to PlayStation. Finally, some good news. Oh my god. Imagine, I'm just saying, you know, Nintendo's going after Palworld. Imagine Palworld, because it's got Sony attached to it, and Sony owns the IP at some point. Imagine Nintendo's entire plan for Palworld was to drag them through the legal system, not win the fight, but just bankrupt them to the point that the company evaporates and the game goes bust. Imagine Palworld gets the backing of Sony, and it's literally Sony fighting Nintendo. That's a win-win. Two fucking demons going at each other. It doesn't matter who loses. It's just funny. Oh my god, I would love that. I would love that so much. Nintendo's already fucking up the release of Palworld in certain regions of PS5. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. This is literally the exact reason they are suing them, because they can't win the legal argument they're going after them for. Yeah, of course. Of course. You gotta remember, when you got more money than God, you don't win legal cases. You force settlements by keeping them in legal limbo for the rest of their lives. I remember fighting that bitch. Yeah, there we go. What I really want to see from this trailer is her turn to the left, shotgun that cat through the face, and then start eating the body. That's what I want to see to make this trailer worth it.
We're just over a month away from the release of Dragon Age the Veilguard.
Oh, here we go.
The Arby's beef and cheddar is a sandwich you can eat and fuck.
You forgot the last part of that, Benji. It's less loose than about 90% of the girls you'll meet on Tinder. Sorry, 99% of the ones there. Blue Protocol gets cancelled, and listen, Miranda, let's not go down this rabbit hole. There's nothing good at the end of this tunnel. That's not a light you're seeing. That's a train coming at us. This one's gonna be such a fucking flop.
Let's check in with BioWare and Electronic Arts for an extended look at a climactic battle.
We've gotten word from the Wardens.
Have they found Gillenane?
Not yet, but they found something else worth killing.
Is this gonna be the same fucking cringe trailer that I've seen already? Where we get a hot take Marvel-esque lines like, people always die. It's what they do. And yeah, that just happened. Oh, you didn't see that coming, did you? Fuck, man. Man, I'll play this game when I want to commit suicide because I won't have to kill myself. The game will do that for me. I'll just stroke out and die in this chair.
One of her blighted dragons.
Oh no, this looks different.
Rook,
this is a different trailer.
You made it. Good.
Wouldn't miss it. We have unfinished business with that dragon.
We've tracked it to a ruined tower nearby.
That lair is a death trap.
We need to lure her out to have any chance.
So we challenge her, draw the dragon out into the open, then attack.
Why do the graphics look sloppy on this?
Marvel-inspired writing is the best writing. I mean, it's just the bestest type of writing.
Yeah, it is. Because it lets you know exactly who needs to be put up against a wall and have their brains blown out all over it. So I'll give you that. It makes it easy to spot them devilish. I don't know why, but the previous Dragon Age game, I'm forgetting its name now, seems to have better graphics than this, and I'm not sure why I feel that way.
Just you and me now.
Yeah. Oh, I can't eat biltong looking at that thing. How the fuck is that a canary? Oh. Why did they turn the canary into humans with fucking horns? They're like an entirely different species, and they looked so fucking cool before. Why did they have to fuck them up like this? Ugh.
Everyone, get ready!
Wardens! Ready ballistas!
Why is this character so difficult to look at? Yeah, give me back Iron Bull. Iron Bull looked so fucking cool. Even the Canary in Dragon Age 2. Give me back this. Hold on, let me find it for you. These motherfuckers looked like such badasses. Top tier design. Pinnacle Canary design. And the only reason they didn't put in Origins was because they were limited by the technology of their time. This design right here is the S tier Canary design, and they fucked it up so bad. Imagine being so far up your own asshole that you desperately require the need to turn this into whatever the fuck this is. Captain fucking Forehead Tumors here. This guy on the left here was told to hold that thought, and he never stopped fucking holding it. He never has sweat in his eyes because by the time it rolls down his forehead, it's fucking dry. This character sickens me.
Wait for it.
Oh, Jesus. Even, you know what? I was so obsessed with the Canary. And look at this elf's face.
Wait for it.
Even the elf looks like shit. Why do they look like shit?
Come on. Come on.
Even the dragon looks like shit, man. Come on. Your franchise is called Dragon Age. Why does the dragon look shitty? It just looks like it's a fucking My Little Pony cum jar with wings that had fucking escaped.
Plank on the walls! Let's go!
Oh, fuck, man. That's so fucking pathetic. This is the same fight that you go through with the dragon in the last Dragon Age game. I even remember this. It's one of the first dragons you fight. The arena looks the same. They've just reskinned it. There's a dragon in a valley that looks exactly like this, with the exact same perspective and proportions. And you fight it in a valley that looks exactly like this, except the ground is green and there's grass and rocks around. I shit you not. Fuck. This is the fucking Smegma dragon. This is the Smegma dragon. He just didn't clean his dick cheese for 10 years and this is what happened. Fucking Christ. UI is fine. I can't bitch about the UI. I do think the UI is decent. I think they could have done a better job with it, let's be honest, but it's decent. That's not the worst thing in the world. I expected worse based on how shitty the character models look. You know what's really sloppy about this? It takes you out of the action. Pulling open this menu is a full game freeze. And you know what the solution to this, that some games have implemented and it looks really good, is when you pull out the menu, it doesn't freeze the game entirely. It just puts it in ultra slow motion mode. You goddamn right, the battle's already lost. Man, what a fucking pile of shit. The more I see about Dragon Age Veilguard, the more I'm convinced that anyone who defends this game is either a paid shill or an active piece of shit who's so fucking stupid that I don't know how they haven't suffocated to death from forgetting how to breathe. Fuck, I'm gonna have a stroke if I keep thinking about Veilguard.
We return to our ancestral land, Agaspa.
Build villages and nurture vast ecosystems in Towers of Agasba. This colorful world includes unique creatures, a peculiar cast of characters, and also allows you to invite other players to visit your island. Towers of Agasba launches into early access this November. Up next...
Why does it keep looking bad?
I was still hoping that I imagined the whole thing. It's burned into my mind.
Is this Monster Hunter? Yeah,
So,
Monster
Captain,
Hunter.
what's your team been getting up to?
The guild
Finally,
gave
something
special
that might be
assignments
good.
to some of the other units from the expedition, mine included.
This forest is amazing.
My fur isn't built for this kind of weather. That's causing the water currents to surge too.
This is its territory.
Realism doesn't look good, it looks real. Yeah, real shit. It looks like real absolute shit. I want some fucking hyper-realistic shit then. I want something that looks good. Give me something artistically stylized. Give me something that you're going to pick up 5 years from now and be like, God damn. Still a banger. All of this just, I feel like it's not playing a game, it's taking a dump. You forget about it once you're done.
We're intruders.
That looks cool. That was smooth. That was a smooth gameplay transition there, where you're running away from the big thing that's fucking splashing around in the bathwater, and you jump on your mount and run the fuck away. That looked good. Sure, the voice lines aren't that great. That's not what I don't expect good voice lines from Monster Hunter. But it looks better than what we've seen previously. Also, any translation of the Asian games to English is going to sound like absolute shit, because I don't know where they get these voice actors from, but they find them in the goddamn dumpster most of the time. They just sound so bad. It's good in the moment, but you forget. No. For me, it's violent and painful in the moment, but that might just be because the last time I ate something, it was KFC. Look at that. Vibrant atmosphere, colors that are a little bit too bright, a stylization of things. It works better than this trash that they keep trying to fucking push. The wet hair because it's in the water.
Ouch! You respect!
The creepy little forest people that don't look like children that people want to fuck. Listen to the music. I'll be honest with you, I always found the cats kind of cringe. Except that one where they're like cooking a fish and he goes through the entire process of it. That was cool as fuck.
Why don't they just put the meat down? Leave this to me! Heels inbound!
That's it.
Hey, look!
The white.
Look at that! Did you see that? I hope you didn't miss it. Did you see that? They were carrying weapons that were big enough to slay a fucking dragon, not a goddamn buckler and a short sword. Gee, I wonder why they've got those.
Wraith. It's real! Is that what we're after? The White Wraith.
Oh, they're killing whites.
Down there.
Based.
Someone's in trouble.
It seems we must do a more thorough investigation.
What is that thing? An extinct species.
You're a hunter. You've got a weapon, and you do nothing?
God, I'm sorry, I just love the logic of Monster Hunter. It's a rare species. It's nearly extinct. Let's go kill it and eat it. We gotta kill that shit right now and eat it. It's the whole of Asia put into one video game. It's beautiful. There's only 5 of them left. Shit, we better kill and eat it now. We'll never taste its delicious flesh.
Give it to me, and I'll
finally something to look forward to. Yeah, it's not that far away.
Aloy's original...
It's not the woman that's the problem, Jimmy. This here. Look at those glasses. You see those fucking points? I've never met anyone who wears glasses with pointy edges like that on the corner who wasn't a cunt with a massive opinion. With a massive, objectively incorrect opinion. Who fucks up everything they touch and then blames everyone else. Not once in my life. And I've been a project manager, so I've interacted with a lot of people. Not a single time have I seen a person with those glasses ever be a human being. It's like they get possessed by the spirit of the worst piece of shit imaginable. Who cares about her weight, Higosha? I don't even give a shit about her weight. It's the fucking glasses. I know those glasses so goddamn well that I have, like, Vietnam flashbacks when I see that shit.
Aloy's original adventure, Horizon Zero Dawn, is being remastered for PS5 and PC by Guerrilla and Nixes. Horizon Zero Dawn remastered...
They are remastering these pieces of shit. For what? They don't even look bad. The graphics aren't fucking bad. What the fuck is the point of a remaster? Is this the Skyrim business model? Where they think they're just gonna fucking release it again? And it's gonna work this time? Why? What needed remastering here? I can't think of what needed to be remastered. It's not even that old. What did they need to remaster? Maybe their fucking brains need a remaster. Jesus Christ. Which one of the devs, which one of the people in management who made Horizon Zero Dawn gave the Sony CEO the best suck of his fucking life that they got a remaster before Bloodborne hit PC? What fucking gluck 9,000 double-handed twist machine got into the back offices to get this deal done? I don't understand it.
Mastered includes more than 10 hours of re-recorded conversation mocap and countless...
So re-recorded conversational parts. So they had the same thing and they just re-recorded it and threw it in.
Graphical improvements that bring the game to the same visual fidelity as Horizon Forbidden West.
I didn't notice a difference. I literally did not notice a difference between the graphical fidelity of Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West, and I played both. I could not tell the difference. It looks the same. It looks the same to me. This doesn't look like a remaster, this just looks like a re-release.
This new version of Horizon Zero Dawn will arrive October 31st. And anyone who owns...
Aloy is hotter though. She fucking better be. They fucking put some fat titty milkers on her or something. This seems like some kind of strange corporate business play where they somehow managed to manipulate them into giving them enough money to re-release the same game. And it was like busy work. Like they re-recorded shit they didn't need to because there was nothing wrong with the voice acting, but they re-recorded it because they needed to look busy to justify their salary. Alright, good night, Devilis. Let's see what the rest of this shit is. Is this just them jacking themselves off, or is this something good?
We are beyond the edge of Japan.
Two-tone bandit,
People
you're right.
come north
You're
to
fucking right.
disappear. But you are hunting.
A persona. Is this Ghost of
And
Tsushima?
now, every Ronin here is after you. Still think you're the hunter?
That looks like a... That looked like maybe it was a Seven Samurai game. I'd kill for a Seven Samurai game. What? Is that a woman? Or is that just a very feminine man? Ghost of Tsushima 2. Do I have this wrong? Or does it not make sense to have a female samurai? Do I have that fucking backwards? Now, I know that Japanese women were trained to be assassins in kunoichi and all of that shit in Japanese history. So instead of following the same path of putting a female in a male role, why didn't they just make her a female ninja? That still would have been cool as shit to play with. Imagine like a Splinter Cell game with high-level combat and making her an assassin. Okay, so she is an assassin ninja. Then why is she dressed like a samurai? She can't be a ninja. Ninjas didn't carry blades that long. That's not a ninja. Ninjas don't dress like that. Ninjas didn't carry a blade that long. Ninja Kunoichi is not an assassin. They were scouts. So then make her a scout. Make her a scout who has to turn into an assassin. But if she's not a samurai, why is she carrying a samurai's blade? This is not very assassin-like, what's happening right here. This looks like some samurai shit to me. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll be a good game. Now, if this was happening in California and not in Japan, she'd probably want to fuck that dog. Okay, so it is a follow-up to Ghost of Tsushima. Something feels a little bit off there. I'm not sure what, but maybe that's just because I've been preconditioned to be annoyed by the idea of them taking a good franchise and then making the main character a female and then fucking up the story because they're trying to be ultra diverse. Ooh, look how cool we are. So maybe it's a good game. And I've just been preconditioned to think it might be bad. But let me give you why I feel that way. Anyone remember this game? Anyone remember how good this game was? Anyone remember how the second game royally fucked over the entire franchise? Masterpiece. Big floppy piece of shit. And this wasn't even the worst, because you could choose whether you were going to play as Corvo or Tano or his daughter. You got to choose. And still somehow they fucked it up. That trailer gave me the same vibes. And I don't know why. And maybe that's preconditioning. Maybe it's actually going to be good.
We are preconditioned. And the funny thing is, we got preconditioned by the very same activists, trying to cure the preconditioning.
And that's why it's never going away. That's why it's never going away, because they're the people who did this, and then they're trying to pretend that you're the problem. They're trying to gaslight you into believing you're the problem, not them. That their dog shit storytelling is actually good. The DLC is what killed it. The DLC was the death knell. And even you have to admit this, Filter. Even if you think Dishonored 2 was good, it's not as good as the first game. It's not as tight. It's not as clean. It's not as neat. It's not as fucking punchy as the first game was. It was downhill. It was a slope, and the DLC was just it going off a cliff. Fuck me. It's such a pristine memory, what number 1 was to me. And it's so hard for me to look at that. Now, Sushi Ghost there too made me feel the same way, and maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Maybe it's going to be a good story. I genuinely hope it's going to be an ultra good story, and I hope I can sit here and say, fuck me, I was wrong. And if at some point there's no reference to someone being like, you pussy stank like sushi, as a subtle hint at the first game, I'll be real mad. I'll be real upset.